And speaking of events, we have an event going on here at VSU. It is going down on Wednesday, August 28th at Virginia State University's Randolph Farm. And I actually have Dr. M. Ray McKinney, Dean of Virginia State University's College of Agriculture. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, and thank you, Elena, for having me on this afternoon.
No problem. So I kind of want to just, talk about the Agfest Field Day a little bit. So I know this Field Day is very, very special to you. So did you put this all together? How did this Field Day come about?
Well, Agfest this is the first run for what we call Agfest.
Okay.
The Agfest Field Day. But it's not uncommon for the College of Agriculture to conduct a number of field days during the year.
Right.
Field days are an integral part of what we do. It's a great opportunity for our communities, publics to come out and to see live those things that we are conducting at Randolph Farm and the things that we're doing to aid and abet agriculture in the Commonwealth.
Right. So, when people hear Agfest, agriculture fest, they automatically think of farming, things of that nature, like planting and things like that. So who is this event for?
Well, this when we say agriculture, so often everyone thinks of the farming. So I always say that agriculture is more than cows, plows, and sows. This event, it is for everyone. It is for the farmer. That's a beginning farmer, an experienced farmer. It is for the community gardener. It is for teachers. It is for youth. It's for anyone who is interested in learning more about the various facets of agriculture.
Okay. So what are some of the events going on during this field day?
Well, this field day will be chock full of demonstrations and exhibits, and it would allow individuals to come out and learn more about aquaculture, to learn more about sheep and meat goat production practices and management, allow them to learn more about some of the agronomic crops that are grown and produced here in Virginia. We learn more about hydroponics, aquaponics. So there are just a number of activities, and especially there will be activities for middle school to high school youth to come out and to learn things about agriculture, as well as to learn more about career opportunities that are in agriculture.
Right. Okay. So this could be very good for the young people. When I was growing up, I really didn't, get a chance to learn enough, I'll say, about agriculture. So that's good for them. So let's get on to, I got to shift back. You said something about aquaponics. So I was reading on the flyer. I'm just curious to know because I feel like agriculture has a lot of big terms, a lot of fancy words, and I'm just like, okay, I need to learn a little bit more about this so I know what I'm talking about. So you said aquaponics, and I read on here they're also going to be learning about hydroponics. Now, what's the difference between those two?
Well, both of those are production systems, and they are soilless production systems. As we traditionally think about growing plants, we think of them being grown in soil.
Right.
Well, these systems are grown in a fluid medium in which the plant starts out as a seed in a little styrofoam like a cube.
Right.
As it develops roots, those roots are bathed in a liquid medium that contains nutrients for them to grow and to develop from.
Okay.
So in the hydroponic system, you are putting in the inputs from a standpoint of it might be nitrogen, it might be various elements that you're adding to it to nourish the plant. In a aquaponic system, the fluid medium that is supplied comes actually from the tanks in which you're growing fish.
Oh.
So the fish are providing the nitrogen and the nutrient medium. So the water's pumped from the tanks where the fish are contained in through the system that bathes the roots of the plants. They absorb up the nitrogen and the nutrients and grow. It removes these nutrients from the fluid medium, which then goes back through a filter system and back into the tank.
Wow.
So the plant is helping the fish by removing the nitrogen from it, and the fish are helping the plant, providing it with a nutrient source to grow.
I just learned something new today. Very interesting. Now, so this method, well, you think these two methods are definitely more, reasonable. Well, I'm going to say more better to do than doing the one with the soil.
Well, I think these are new methods of production.
Mm-hmm.
We still have vast in-ground production.
Right.
If you're growing lettuce, you've been to Salinas, California, which is the mecca of that. There's acres and acres grown in the ground. But this is also moving agriculture into what we consider more of indoor space. It's grown indoors, which now allows us to have continuous growth. We can control the temperature in houses, and so as long as we can modify and manage that, we can have continuous production year-round.
Right.
Even in the dead of winter, we can be growing a lettuce crop because we have the temperature, the nutrient, everything we need. Right
exactly. There. Okay. So that's something new I learned today. Very interesting. Also, I do want to touch on the fact that you do have to register. Now, can you register the day of, or is it required for you to register, pre-register?
We're asking for pre-registration, so that way we ensure we know how many people will be attending. And if they go to the website and click on the events calendar, they will be able to register.
Okay. And one last thing. So I understand that it is a small fee, a very small fee, but I feel like, you're going to get way more exposure, worth this small fee, So why should they spend that small fee to come out and get exposure from this Agfest Field Day?
Because this will be an event where you can come and be exposed and see all of these aspects of agriculture and maximize your experience. Just as we've had this conversation today, there'll be multiple conversations going on that day. So we promise to you, if you come out, we will maximize your experience.
Okay. Well, like we said earlier, this is the Agfest Field Day. It will be taking place on Wednesday, August 28th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Virginia State University's Randolph Farm, and that's located at 4415 River Road in Petersburg. And to register, you can go to ext.vsu.edu. Again, that's ext.vsu.edu and look under events. Thank you, Dr. McKinney, for taking the time out of your day to come in and talk about the Agfest Field Day and giving us some insight.
Thank you, Elena, and we look forward to seeing everyone on August the 28th.
All right. Right now, here is Marion Meadows, No Wind, No Rain, right here on 91.3 WVST.